Hey, what's up, everybody? Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah has a new record coming out. Morai. You check the description box below. You can pre-order. That's right. Get on Real Talk, the Metaphor's Messiah iTunes, and you can pre-order Morai, which has songs like My Odyssey, Salsa, some of the stuff you can already listen to. And what I'm really looking for is Thanos. Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. If you're a fuckhead, you're going to pre-order this shit. Now, let's start the show.
You make videos on other people. Well, I wasn't talking about Imallexx's content. I was talking about him sucking off other YouTubers to get shout-outs and to grow his own channel.
He sucks me off dry regularly.
Oh, we're doing a good job.
No, you get back down there, mate.
Clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
Yeah.
Clock keeps ticking like a metronome, but my balls keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep
9 days. No fight.
Just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass broadcasting of the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C. Christmas Tommy C. And I didn't put anybody in the chat, but we got Nick, Long Island Nick DeOrio. And
what's up?
We're deep south, fucking the Dr. Vega. What's happening, fellas?
Yeehaw, Cowboys.
Don't you live in that state where that was it? Those two guys, they burned that house down with like people in it and shit over drugs.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Grandparents.
Or meth, right? That's the big thing down south. Everybody likes the meth. Tweakers, that's what they call them, right? What was those kids
We had
doing?
that in New York, though.
Somebody burned a house down or something like that over
50
meth?
Cent burned his mansion down with his baby mama inside.
Oh, that's right.
That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're thinking of the Cannibal Corpse guy, Tommy. You're thinking of him because he was on meth, and remember he burned it, he blew the house up or whatever, and then went to the other people's house, and the cops came.
He's from your shithole town too? I didn't know that.
No. You're the thing from my town was the kid that killed his grandparents, and then they lit the house on. That went to my school.
Why did they kill their grandparents?
I don't know. The kid was crazy.
So you like deep south Detroit?
Pretty much.
Yeah, nobody kills
We
them.
pull up on horses around here.
What appealing is what I do best.
Exactly.
Doc recognizes the scenery and where you actually are in Red Dead Redemption. You know?
I do. It's crazy.
What's happening, fuckheads? Let me check the chat. How come the chat is not visible to me? I hate the fact that they default to top chat. That is so fucking irritating.
It's annoying, yes.
Oh, that's so irritating. Who would do that? You want to see the whole thing or nothing? Jesus. Now it's like not working. Go figure. Tales
that
from
get
Lotus
offended by
podcast. The Game Overture. Damn Von Brady Daisy. Temporary Shade. Raminator. Did Raminator say that? No, that was Big E. I got something to say to Big E. Hey, listen, before we get into this, I want to say something to Big E, who is a very loyal fuckhead, all right? I want to explain myself, all right? You guys know that I'm not the greatest interviewer, all right? It's just not a skill. You like good interviewing? Go to Dead on Tape, all right? I've been really working hard at it, and I really feel the last one is from a, not like from a hit standpoint, but from quality standpoint, I think I did pretty fucking good job. And I was so happy. He's like, no, nobody's going to say I interrupted this guy too much, right? And there he is. I'm a loyal fuckhead. Let these people talk. I was like, all right, okay, I have to explain myself, all right? Because it's really been bothering me all day, all right? One of the things you have to do in under an hour, all right, there's two problems. If people don't talk enough, if they can't tell stories, which is not the problem with Lex. He's great. He can go on and on and on. He's into it, right? So you have to get him from subject to subject. Otherwise, we would have still been talking about politics at the half an hour mark. Now I only got 30 minutes. And I'm on a time crunch with him. All right? All right, so I did almost consciously interrupt him to move the subject along. All right? All right? Other times I have done it and the criticism's been legit. I do not accept it for yesterday. That fucking kicked ass. That was DC fucking Marvel crossover. I don't give a fuck how many hits that shit gets. I am proud as fuck. Everybody was friggin' into it. What's his name? Fletch, who's always saying mean things about me, said that that I was fucking on point. On point. Tommy, get to the fuck you, user. You cunt.
So the thing is, the people that complain about it.
It's different things with different people.
They never watch. They never listen to radio interviews. Radio interviews is the same.
They got to get you wrong for the commercial, for this, for that. You know?
Yeah.
It was on point. That was a damn good interview. I'm going to fucking pat myself in the back. I did a fucking great job. We brought a world that we're not really familiar with. We had a great conversation. Lex was easy. He was easy. But I had to move him along. That's all. So, but I am interrupting less. So I think I did a pretty good fucking job.
And Tobes did good too, considering he was like seizing after that thing ended. He held that back for an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Let's do a small round of applause for everybody.
But, yes, by the way.
She was all dead silent and stuff, and all of a sudden we hear, that was fucking awesome!
The guys that worked on this were DeOrio, Nick, Kat, directly worked on this. Comrade was in the meeting. Doc, of course, and they all put this, and Tobes especially, just keeping this work because we really wanted this one to be good. We didn't want this to be, boy, Tommy got a big guest on and he fucking blew it again. And we didn't fucking blow it. We did a great job, and Lex is a great guy, and I barely knew him. He followed me like a year ago. I didn't know what to do. You know, I didn't really know what to do.
Thanks for Keemstar for putting you on the Baited podcast so you could get that interview.
I mean, I like the fact that he told me, he's like, look, I really don't watch your new stuff. I like the fact that he told me that.
Yeah, he was up front. You were up front. You're like, I don't even play the fucking game.
I'm playing the game. He's playing the game. He doesn't. I don't help him. He's helping me. And he wanted to go. He likes podcasts. So I mean, that was one of his favorite podcasts. Shit, I'm not. I got less ego about this than most people think. It's 9 days. 9 days.
And and then if you need somebody to teach you how to play zombies, there you go.
There you go. I wonder if that. Yeah, that would be a hell of a stream. All right, let's get into the Twitter kerfuffle, which is my new favorite word to say. I noticed my dad told me to stop, or somebody told me to stop. The latest Twitter kerfuffle between Keem, Alex. Big ups to Alex. He passed 1 million subs. Everybody was happy for him, even Cavos, who said some really classy shit. Fuck the beef if there is any. All the best, because Cavos knows what it means to pass that mark. He knows the work, the networking it takes. Everybody's fucking happy for him. Even people that weren't crazy about his content or crazy about him or anything. Except one guy. One guy. And who do we... Yes, of course. It was Slappy himself. All right, Slappy. What's the problem with... Why can't we be happy for Alex?
A couple days ago, I put out a tweet saying that Imallexx is the biggest leech in this community, and I'm shocked that he has 1 million subs. And well, apparently...
He's probably shocked because he didn't have to suck you off. He really never sucked you off. I know you asked him to do something, but it wasn't the other way around. I know you approached him. 2017. We'll keep that between me and you because I know you'll watch this.
A bunch of people are confused based on my tweet because a lot of people were saying, well, you make videos on other people. Well, I wasn't talking about Imallexx's content. I was talking about him sucking off other YouTubers to get shout outs and to grow his own channel.
Everybody does that. Coming from the guy who used to charge $50 to be a mod. It's called networking. The worst they can say is no. The worst they can say is no. Yes. And I tell you something, from a personal standpoint, I don't know, like every time I talk to this kid privately, he's always praising Clown. Yeah, he really got me off. He really got me off. He really, really got the ball rolling. Always grateful. Always grateful.
It all started when Imallexx had 0 subs, and he started sucking off Colossal is crazy. I love you, Colossal. Colossal, you're the best. I love you. I love you. Anyhow, Clown being the nice guy that he is, he ends up making Imallexx a mod in his Discord, and then once he had that power, he started sucking off everyone in the Discord.
So I guess, Nick, if you blow up on YouTube, it's because you sucked me off?
Probably.
I guess I sucked up Doug Cronin. This is how it works. I've said this a million times.
There's a difference between this and a social chase. A social climber.
Look. Not everybody likes Alex's content. Not everybody likes Alex. I'm not saying I've never heard a complaint about him or two. But you know what? When YouTubers get together, me and Clown included. When I went to London with Alex, first thing we started doing is bitching about other YouTubers. This is normal.
I mean, YouTube's a lot like high school in that regard.
Forever.
But when someone has something good happen, you don't wait for that exact moment to go, oh, by the way, I always thought you were a piece of shit. I can't stand you. You're horrible. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Zaptai should have got $1 million.
Discord went and created his own Discord and stole all the people from Clown's Discord to his Discord.
Are you kidding me?
That's not me. That is not me. I never said that in my life.
He stole them? How does one steal a fan?
Grooming.
None of
Yeah, exactly.
Do what you want to get your dick sucked. That's just unbelievable. I mean, stealing, I'm sure none of those fans stayed with Colossal. He stole them.
Now, at the time, there was a popular podcast called Hot Wet Soup. And one of Imallexx's friends, Zaptai, was a host on it, and he backstabbed and exposed his own friend so he could then be a host on the show. And
that is not true.
Apparently, Zaptai's mixtape is fire.
There's a little more to the story than that. All right? And this is coming from the most critical person besides me and VWQ, who's now Danarchy. All right? The most critical person in this situation. That's not even a fucking little bit true. Zaptai got caught in their clique talking to all sorts of underage girls, abusing his Patreons. All right? And then when he's cornered with it, he told everybody he was a sociopath. Now, this is where Alex and fucking Pig and fucking Elvis should have known better, which, by the way, they've all come clean about. Every one of them has said, yeah, we kind of fucked that up. We panicked and we fucked it up. Alex, every time he talks to me, all right, apologizes for it. I had to tell him in London to knock it the fuck off. You know, it's almost 2 years ago now. You know, so that's not true. That isn't even mildly true. He didn't backstab it, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here. All right, about this situation. Okay, Alex, I know you didn't make a big fucking deal about this. I know you probably trusted me not to say anything, but this is gonna make you fucking look good because one, it's true, and it shows what kind of person you are. All right, but I know you didn't want this to get out there, but it's old enough, I think, and I think it's time to let people know you're not this horrible person behind the scenes. Not only was Zaptai doing all that, he was fucking around with Alex's girlfriend. That's not a backstab. So what they did is they put this harebrained thing to make harebrained podcast to make the blow as little as possible for Zaptai. Because they didn't want to completely fuck him, but they knew that if they stood by him, he would have fucked them just by his horrible reputation. He didn't mention his fucking girlfriend in that podcast. Not once. It was a giant fuck up. They should have just walked away, disavowed him and all that. But they tried. They tried some kind of half-ass shit, and it blew up in all their faces. What kind of horrible... He didn't even want that shit getting out. That guy was doing horrible fucking things. Horrible things to Alex. Horrible things. He didn't stab fucking Zaptai in the back. Zaptai stabbed him and a whole Hot Wet Soup clique in the back. You prick. And he didn't fucking make a big deal out of that. It wasn't a backstab. They were worried for two reasons. Would Zaptai affect the podcast? Would it affect their careers? In which they're not the ones talking to underage girls. They're not the ones fucking leaning on Patreons. This guy used to call fucking Patreons and he'd come to him and say, hey, look, this happens to me. I got to cancel. And then he'd be like, all right. And then he'd fucking call him a couple days later and lean on them. That's who Zaptai was. I had to apologize to Alex once I got the whole fucking story. The whole story. So how horrible is he? Networking with other YouTubers. Yeah, sure.
But you know how Drama Gnome works?
Then how come he doesn't blow everybody off from his past? That doesn't happen. This is
Let's
another...
accept the fact that Alex is not triggered by this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part. I want to get into that. That's a very good point, Nick DeOrio, and I want to get into that later.
One of the most popular content creators of the time was Tobes. So Imallexx starts sucking off chubs and then moves in a house with a...
They're fucking friends, man. They still are. They had some problems. I know you don't know this because you backstab fucking everybody in your circle. And the only reason Clown's still around because you're terrified to drop a video on you. And don't think I don't know that or making that shit up because when you guys got in a little fight on Baited before we recorded it, you both ended up hanging up on each other. I was there. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm in a dead Discord call. Clown threatened to make that video on you. You fucking had a heart attack and hung up. Clown was like, well, fuck you. I'm going to make the video on you. I mean, and he just like screamed like a fucking pig. Ah! Like.
It's like the scene in Daisy Confused with Death.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
I want you to squeal like a pig.
I'm giving you big behind the scenes shit. All right? Since you seem to think it's okay to bring behind the scenes shit. And I think Alex is okay. He is definitely flawed. As are you, as are me, as are everybody else. But he's not a horrible human being. He's not. And I'm sick and tired of you fucking, I don't know, telling people that I don't pay my child support, sending a little kid to plant a fake story on me so you could discredit me, hanging around Nazis just so you could discredit me, just so you could get that big video that never quite came out that did damage. So we could play that game too.
And gets a bunch of promotion. Then Imallexx starts sucking off Pyrocynical and starts making a meme.
They're friends. They do outings together. They sell t-shirts together. It's called friendship. And you aren't the only one guilty of this, too. I'm guilty of this somewhat, but not as bad as some people. Guess what a lot of my online friends are? YouTubers, people connected to this business. You're sucking off fucking banks. You fucking completely lied and misrepresented what happened in Barley House. You refused to report the fact that he had to settle and portrayed it as if Banks was going to sue Barley House and somehow come out on top, and you know damn well that wasn't going to happen. Never saw that drama
At
alert.
some point, he's going to have to stab Banks in the back. He's just too stupid of a person.
Banks has got too much money. Hey, welcome. What's happening?
Hello,
Guess
drama
what?
gnome.
Get rid of him. Sit down. Listen. Get him out of the fucking door. He's not making this about him. Bye. Sit down. Listen. Backstabbing cunt.
That him and Pyro are best friends. And well, they were friendly YouTubers, but I don't think they were really friends. Then Pyro...
I don't know. What did Speedy Bird? She went to a thing in London where they were selling t-shirts. Seemed pretty friendly to me. I think Tobes met up with both Pyro and fucking Alex at one point. A lot of us are friends. What? Did he come to suck me off in London? 30,000 subs? Not growing? Just to talk to me in real talk? And hang out for a little while? He doesn't live in London. What kind of horrible person is that? We had a good time. Wish we could have hung out longer. Introduced me to Memulus? That was nice. Maybe that's a future interview. That's a nice thing to do. Introduced me to BlueStack. Was a good kid. Now he's a big YouTuber? What a horrible person. It's called networking. Yeah, in April. In Insomnia. Nothing but good shit to say about Alex. Somebody who met him. Pyro was there too.
Got invited to go to some event through their network because they were with the same network. And Imallexx would tweet out 5 times a day. It's me and Pyro, me and Pyro, me and Pyro here, me and Pyro here, me and Pyro. Not Alex is here. Him and Pyro.
He tweeted me out too. He put me, look, I'm here with Tommy C.
It doesn't fit the drama gnome's narrative.
No,
though.
it doesn't fit the
I
narrative.
think it's a good idea for him to stop messing with people named Alex. It usually doesn't end very well.
Exactly. He's got something against him.
Using Pyro's name to try to get people to sell his own goddamn merch.
What did you do to Pyro? Sell his own merch. It's a business. How come nobody's allowed to make money on this platform but you? How come nobody's allowed to go to Patreon but you? How come nobody's allowed to make pet? Everybody's just milking their audience, asking for donations. All the same shit you do. How come? It's because you're a double talker. You've done all the same shit and worse. And worse.
And now recently, he's done the same thing that he's done with Chubbs. Chubbs was the fastest growing content creator, and now Imallexx is the fastest growing content creator. So he starts sucking off him, and now he's moved in with him and Will and all these other fucks.
From what I could see, they were friends. They looked like they enjoyed each other's company. They were screwing around. So I guess that means Blue Stank was sucking them both out?
What was Keemstar when he started jamming
Colossal was crazy. He only had 70,000 subs.
Nick brought up a good point.
What's that?
Yeah, what was Keemstar doing when he met Turkey Tom? How come Keemstar peeked out to you when you had a couple thousand subs? It's almost like he was like, I don't know, looking for smaller content creators who could potentially have bigger careers. Almost like everything he's calling Alex.
Yeah, I do. Sucking off Banks. Sucking off fucking Ralph. Just to get even.
I mean, he was in my DM saying how great content I make.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to help my career.
Yeah, and what else is he trying to do when he's sucking you off? What was he telling you to do?
Oh, quit the sinking ship, which has now hit 36,000 again. Go, boys.
Turkey Tom told you where to go. You know, that's the thing about this community now. There's a lot more fucking... You don't own the commentary community because you eventually stab them in the back, right? I think more people are knowing that. Before Cavo's found that out, he's been nothing but loyal to you, overly loyal to you. And now you got no commentators, and you can't run to your Nazi buddies anymore. I wonder what happens when that comes out, since the whole fucking ship is sinking in general, not just mine. Everyone's ship is sinking. When they found out that you were just fucking talking to those anti-Semites just to get back at me. Who's the real scumbag here? Who's the real backstabber? You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Imallexx is in the fucking e-celeb business. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like you're the backstabber. Oh, Sky does Minecraft? Sky Williams? Let me count the ways of, you mean to tell me that me, Sky does Minecraft, Sky Williams, Kavos, who else has he stabbed in the back? Every one of these are bad people? All right, I'll give you me. I'm a bad guy. Every one of them is just horrible? No. It's you. It's you. It's you. Alex? Chubbs was a bad guy last year.
Don't forget Nuda.
Nuda? I guess he's a bad guy? Boy, the list just grows. The list grows.
You could pretty much take anybody that Keem has had guest host Drama Alert and say that he's pretty much said they back.
You know, I thought of something yesterday. He fucking fought tooth and nail initially before they started, saying stuff about Sargon's kid, in fairness. But he's like, oh, this is horrible. The Ralph retorts get thrown off you. This is censorship. What did Monkey Jones tell me last week? Yeah, your stuff's kind of fucked up. Now, you did go to back for Monkey Jones, but there was nothing more fucked up on this platform than the kill stream. Nothing. Nothing came close.
Yeah, Monkey Jones didn't have Negro Joe call in and say 15 different ways Jews suck.
Yeah, never.
We didn't have a charity stream where we talked about how the Holocaust wasn't a thing.
It's just typical Keemstar at this point. He's going to go shill out for people who support everything he says, retweet all their tweets, support them, put them into the drama alerts, make more Drummer 828 to the fucking world.
Yeah.
And then if you don't agree with him, whether you have 1 million subs or 20,000 subs, he'll try to bury you under your own fan base.
Bingo. This is not everybody else. It's you. It's 100% you.
Now he's sucking off this guy Jack on the podcast. So currently
he invited him on the podcast. What were you supposed to do?
He's friends with Jack. He's friends with Will. He's friends with Imallexx. But all the people that he used to get to where he is today, before that, he's not friends with anymore.
Not me. Always answers my DMs. When he was in town, he went out of his way to see me. Where are the list? And all I see is people sticking up for him. James Marriott, Chubbs. Where's the commentary community saying he stabbed me in the back on the way up?
It seems like it's just Keemstar.
No, it's just you.
Everybody, all the people he's naming, I see them going, oh, congratulations.
Cavos said congratulations. He fucking sucked up. Fucking Alex took a piece of Cavos a little before he blew up. Took a small piece. Yeah, he said, I realized, you know what? This is all bullshit. Congratulations, bud. All the best to you. And by the way, Cavos, or I think it was one of those times when I was actually friends with Cosmos, and it came up between a conversation with me. He had nothing but nice things to say about him. He's like, it's kind of where when I said I don't like Cavos and I like Pierce, and that's kind of who I got it from, was Alex, because he said something to that effect. I really like Pierce. That's during their war. Player. During their little war. Everybody's got class. Everybody fucking lets shit go. Everybody lets something slide. Not you. Not you.
I think it's funny that if you've noticed, when all these people get older, it seems they get to know that Keemstar's an asshole and what he does.
And thank you for...
No, that's not true. It's not when they get older. It's not when their channel grows. It's a calculated risk when you're growing your channel, because the subscribers, the growth that you get in 25 minutes is more than you're going to get in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They deal with it because they have to. That's how small channels
Well, and
grow.
I noticed he started shouting out people like fucking Justin and Nerd, before, because then right there, you're worried about saying something to Keemstar. I guess that's the reverse suck-off.
Once you hit 1 million, you can really break that relationship off if you don't want to be in anymore.
Nobody can't take it. No one takes criticism worse than you on the platform. No one freaks out. No one wants to. No one. Zero. Zip. Nothing. Nobody. Nobody's a bigger bitch than you. Not one person.
I feel like he's afraid one day he's going to outgrow the entire community, so he needs to find these smaller channels. Because every time those 9-year-olds turn 12 and they stop watching the newer YouTubers, a new wave of 9-year-olds comes in. And if Keem's not following those creators, the ones that they like at that given moment, his channel is going to die out. His views are going to go down because the new kids who actually would like his show don't know any of the creators he covers. There's going to be a point where FaZe Banks isn't the biggest guy on the platform anymore.
Sure, and he'll be with him. And were you sucking off Ninja? Were you sucking off Ninja? All right, that seems like a pretty fucking, reasonable alliance to make with Ninja. Yeah, until Ninja starts falling off.
Yeah.
I noticed you weren't willing to talk back to fucking to Adam.
Why did he do that
last year
when
he was hot?
Falling off, he promoted as the FaZe guy.
Yeah. So everything. It's a classic case of what do they call that when you projection? It's a classic case of projection, and it's the same old story. You're running out of fucking friends. You hung around anti-Semites and horrible people that believe in ethno-states just to get even with enemies. You mentioned a list with a mundane Matt situation. You haven't given up a fucking day with me, whether I bring you up or not. I've seen you. I have a 1,000 sub gaming stream channel. We've seen you in there that hardly anybody subs or goes to.
We had 19 people watching, and he was in there.
19 people, exactly. When we used to do the show on the backup channel, on the other channel, we'd see you in there. It's just all about getting even. It's not everybody else. It's you. You're fucked up. You're crazy. Jesus, you fucking sucking off Sargon. You ever heard of this Tommy C guy? No.
That was great.
Sargon is a god.
That's great. At least he said my name.
He's gotta open that with every fucking stream they go on. Oh, this Tommy C guy. He did that on the fucking Kill stream too.
Yeah. Does he go by an alias? It's you. You're fucked up. One of the things I'm glad you did, and type 1 in the chat if you think Keeman is stupid. I'm not saying that. One of the things I know, and you created this, was when you attacked Turkey Tom and then tried to get him to flip on me, which, by the way, we have. And he showed the guts. That's when the NCO came together. And it's a group of people that have grown. And we're not even unfriendly with the other group all that much. The CDL, The ones that are in the chat. And it's a group of commentators that are just tired of your shit and tired of having to kiss your ass. And they've grown. It worked. Wavy web surf. Big explosion. Nerd's in there. He's exploded. You know, I can't. I'm really speaking to YouTubers. We don't have to answer to him anymore. And this suck off video that Marriott made, that's how you deal with him. You just goof on his stupid ass. Listen, one of the big differences between me and you, I've been always upfront with the fact that I'm old, that I'm a big fucking boomer. You know, you're still trying to play yourself off like you're 18. And it's probably right because you're emotionally about 14. It's going to get fucking lame because now you're pushing fucking 40.
I think you're 100% right. You can't beat Keemstar with an exposed video. You have to make everyone realize that he's old.
He's fucking
he's not
old.
Really that funny.
He's old.
He doesn't really do anything better than anyone else.
He was good at one time. Drama Alert's old. It caters to younger demographic of he's lame and boring. Every Drama Alert you can, you just know what's coming. Here's I'll do Drama Alert for you guys every fucking time.
More. He's not friends with Clown.
Here you go. It's Drama Alert.
But Tommy, Battle for the Channel's coming. He hit 100,000 subs in one day.
Boring, old, no fucking friends, backstabber, and really is the biggest suck off on the platform. Whoever's on top. And I'm not talking about him reporting on that stuff. I'm talking about him getting involved. It's getting lame. A lot of gray in that fucking beard, 18-year-old boy. A lot of gray in that beard. And no, yes, I do the same shit. I talk about the same topics because they interest me. And I know they interest him too. But I'm not trying to cut anybody's throat.
So you're saying I could go to Dextero and pretty much get a Drama Alert episode from that?
What I'm saying is, I like when people pass me. I like when they move on. I like to see success. And that's like a normal attitude. It's normal. What you have isn't normal, and it's getting fucking old.
He's not friends with Zaptai. He's not friends with the Hot Wet Soup. He's not friends with Chubbs. He's not friends with...
He is friends with Chubbs.
Pyro.
The other thing is they live in the same apartment, don't see each other, probably don't talk as much. As far as I know, they're still... And I saw Chubbs congratulate him.
So, this is why I say...
And you want to talk about a backstab... Weren't you and Chubbs hanging out, having a good time, shooting that stupid Dollar in the Woods video, and just a couple months later, you completely fucking hammer him, try to end him over a fuck up that could have been straightened out? I'm not saying Chubbs didn't fuck up over the Aiden thing, but boy, you just tried to bury his ass. Bury him. Who's the sick fucking fucker? Shane Dawson. Here's your sociopath. Getting even with everybody.
Yeah, Shane Dawson's documentary was so good that I tried to make my own to do it better.
Yeah, and it failed miserably.
That was the funniest thing. I saw him tweet at, who was it? The guy who wanted to be interviewed. Kanye West.
Yeah.
He tweeted at Kanye West asking if he wanted to do a documentary.
Always first to the top.
Keem's hat. Keem never takes me off his head.
No pictures on your Instagram without your bandana on, right, Keem?
By the way, I'm 6 years older than you. Look at my hair! I got no hair!
I like the Jake Paul group. Those guys have their hair a little better. It's not perfect, but it's better than you, Banks, KSI.
I got Banks beat. I got Keem beat. Got a lot of
Keem's got that GP look.
Yeah. Jesus. It's ridiculous. So, the point of this fucking podcast, and I'd like to take calls, and you can talk about whatever the fuck you like. You want to talk about Mumpy Jones? You want to talk about anything else that's going on? Jump in the Discord. But I want to show you that Alex is flawed. I've heard some bad things about him. I'm not going to say I didn't. Right? But, a lot of them are growing up, and they realize, man, I acted stupid 2 years ago. Because they were like all of 18. By the time they're 20, 21, they're wising up a little bit. And he's not a horrible guy. And not everybody that you say is horrible is a horrible guy. In fact, more than likely, you're just fucking trying to destroy them. Because you get off on it, and you told me.
You got to cause drama.
Yeah.
If there is none.
I don't even think that's it. I don't buy that when he has to cause trouble. I'm not saying he's never has. All right?
You just got to stir the pot a little bit.
No. I don't think it's that stirring the pot. I think it's just good old-fashioned revenge, good old-fashioned hate, and good old-fashioned narcissism. I've never met a human being that has talked about himself in private more than him in my life. Here's what I'm doing. Here's what I'm going. Here's what I bought. That's who you are. That's not Alex. That's not Adam. That's not Kavos. That's not Sky Williams. Probably one of the nicest guys I met. It's none of them. It's you. It's about, I think people are starting to pick up because this new crop of commentators, they owe you nothing. Best thing to do is start shouting them out. And maybe they'll be a little afraid. That might be the move. Anything else in the news?
Let's see.
The Alex Jones PewDiePie video is fun.
Yeah.
You want to play that?
Yes.
That is in your DM if you need it.
I will check that out. Right.
Lil Yachty, rapper Lil Yachty, he joined FaZe Clan as FaZe.
Really?
For all you people that are excited for that.
What can he play?
I think Call of Duty and Fortnite.
He's not calling a pro. He's just like a promoter.
No, he's just a rapper living in the cloud house.
Popular guy.
Yeah.
You know, the guy who can make more people want to join FaZe Clan.
Didn't he do a video with Michelle Bergoli?
Yes.
Danielle Bergoli?
Danielle Bergoli. That's it. Gucci flip flops.
Yeah, that was him.
I actually like that video. What's his name? David Spade was in it?
Yeah, David Spade was the milkman.
I didn't hate that.
FaZe Censor, he wants back on the FaZe Pro.
He wants to go pro again?
Really?
Yep.
I thought he quit.
I
thought he quit. He came back. He was tired. He came back and then didn't go well. And then
Yeah, he retired with his girlfriend. That whole situation happened. Now he's kicking ass, ready to fuck some people.
What game? What games do you want to play?
Call of Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
Okay. I hope he. I like that guy. I like Censor. He's got a heart of gold. I'd like to see him get back in the scene. I do wonder if physically, and I know it sounds strange for people that are not esports guys. You start getting in your mid-20s, this goes.
Always
it goes.
First to the top.
I don't know why it is. Keem's beard is getting so gray. If you turn his head upside down, he looks like Don King. Hey, good point.
Only in America.
Yeah, only in America.
Over at Flow, he left Doom Clan.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, absolutely
Why
love
did
the
he do
team
that?
and everyone there.
We got to get him. We got to get him on.
Opportunities.
We got to get him on. Yeah, that's a mutual acquaintance of ours. Are you gonna tell him not to talk to me? You've done it before. Remember when you went to fucking Chubbs and told him to stand me up?
And Kavos.
And Kavos? You told him to stand me up? Because you thought it would be funny? Just a joke, just a prank. When you pussed out the day before, it didn't show up yourself when you said you would? Remember that? It's not everybody else. It's you. Let me see this. I got to get this up here. Let's see. This is capture, right? Let's see old Alex Jones. Yeah, here we go. Check it out.
Everyone must subscribe to PewDiePie in his war against the tyrannical T-Series right now. A giant corporation out of India is trying to get the #1 slot on YouTube. The New York Times, the New York Magazine are all calling for him to be removed off of the air because they hate independent media. This is like
some truth in that.
Ready Player One for real. That is.
Take your goggles off, people.
It's like Ready Player One and They Live all mixed together with the sunglasses.
Gentlemen, the whole global corporate system trying to bring down PewDiePie. He's the next target.
You're Roddy Piper. I'm going to give you the glasses.
So all Info Warriors have got to go to YouTube right now and subscribe, make him too big to ban. I'm Alex Jones, and this is the Info War.
Bitch, lasagna, bitch,
yeah!
lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch, lasagna.
I don't know if I'm gonna get claimed. He won't claim me, will he?
You're not gonna get claimed for that. There's
on a
people
song,
doing that 24 hours a day.
On a song, he might.
Yeah, they're playing this song on all the 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't mean claim. No, strike. He'd never strike me. He's never claimed me once. How come fucking creator's so much smaller than him always claim me, and Poods never claims me.
Well, because PewDiePie knows what it's like. PewDiePie got claimed for humming the Halo theme song for 3 seconds last video.
Oh, jeez.
He tweeted that today.
That's probably not. That's probably a legal claim. That's got.
Somebody
You
manually
can't hum
claimed it
something.
for-
That's got to be fair use.
Well, they manually did it.
Wow. That's crazy.
So I owe them money when I fucking. Oh God. Fuck
Did you
Halo.
see the guy from the
That
Fresh
game
Prince
sucks.
of Bel-Air?
I played that Master Chief Collection with. Sorry, Gamer Jamie. I love you to death, but that fucking game sucks. And it sucked back in the day too. Fucking Halo was for retards that couldn't afford a computer and play Quake. That's it. That's it. Halo sucked. It sucked. It was a little cool in Halo 3 during the 2010 MLG days. All right, that was kind of cool to watch, but otherwise, it was a shitty game compared to other first-person shooters. Just more people can afford PCs now, and that's why Halo died. It was a sucky, generic FPS. Sorry.
Bro, nobody plays Call of Duty on PC. That is the worst. Blackout's something else, but Call of Duty multiplayer, if it was so good, the pro leagues would be using it. I'm telling you, you're just taking out your hatred for Keemstar on the platform it came up on.
Halo 3 was great, and Halo 2
Halo
was
3
great.
was the fucking pinnacle of Xbox 360. I got
Exactly.
told that my mom was a whore on that console more than any other console out there.
Yes.
I don't like Halo. I don't like the original. I don't think it's that great. I think it's the first exposure you guys had to FPS, where people my age were already been playing it 10 years at that point. I disagree.
No, I grew up playing Duke Nukem 64. That was my first FPS I can remember.
Competitive. Old man Tommy. That's right. I'm about to get older, too. You want to know what pathetic I is? Although it's not an official Xbox thing. I bought a black controller just so it matched all the other controllers and equipment in my fucking office.
I've been doing that shit too. I bought a
Really?
black Xbox, and
really?
I bought a white Xbox at one point for that reason.
I can't wait to get my arcade one up. All I think about is my arcade one up. I can't
Did
get
you
one.
see
they don't
the
have in
Carlton
Germany.
from the fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is now suing every game that uses his dance as an emote?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
There's a
think
big
they're
update to that, too.
I think they're gonna lose, but go ahead.
I hope they fucking lose. They
The
sued
big-
every game but Destiny because nobody remembers that Destiny has it.
We're not gonna be able to do dances and videos if they win. Keep thinking about
Well, no,
that.
the
It's
best part
ridiculous.
about
They're
it,
killing emotes.
Yeah.
it came out today that he admitted that he didn't even create that dance, so they're throwing it out.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like,
Well, the
Well,
guy
they
who
might
did
throw it
Donkey's
out on the
still doing
basis
it.
the Walt is actually mentioned in the wording of the law that movements cannot be copyrighted. I mean,
People are
you
freaking
literally
the fuck out on
you could
Reddit over
literally
it.
start claiming high schools for doing a chorus line play if this thing comes out. One singular sensation. Did you
Oh,
do
we
that?
did the fucking Kanai Joe too. We're
Yeah,
gonna get fucking claimed for that. We
Yeah.
got that
It's
emote in Destiny
ridiculous.
last week.
I do feel bad for the guys that came up with these moves, and they're getting made. But the law is the law. Unless you want to change the
Why?
law.
Most of the people made multi-million-dollar fucking songs out of their dance move. They already got their payday. That was just for the music video.
But isn't it a little irritating that they could just copy it and then put it on there
How
and
many
make another
people
million?
really came up with these though?
Well, no. Let's pretend they did. Is it still right? Is it right? I mean, it does seem a little weird. You can't copyright choreography. There you go. Cue
I
music.
feel a little bit less bad for people like the fucking Dougie and people who invented the fucking dabs and the whips.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe the full dances and stuff like that have I don't know, multiple
Yeah. What about the
steps.
guy that did a dab? Then they could fucking own Jake Paul. Let's talk to the Obama guy. He always has some wild questions. If you want to come in, just click the Discord, jump in. We get a guy over checking mics and the mic. That'd be nice too. Raw, aka Obama. How are you, sir?
Good.
What's up?
Have you heard of Onision's apology again?
I mean, the
Over
deleted
Shane
one, or
Dawson?
he made another one.
I think he made another one.
Oh, wow.
Over Dawson?
I don't know. He said it's not an apology. It's more like, help me. I own $500,000 to the IRS because I made everything a deductible.
Greg, you should have paid your taxes.
You want to play that song? I could look it up. We got to do a flashback.
It's perfect.
You want to do a flashback? Oh wow, yes, this video got demonetized already. I just checked. Well, I guess that was gonna happen with that title. Look at Alex's fake. It looks like he wants to suck me off.
Keemstar looks like he's seen a fresh, clean tub.
Everybody likes it. I always thought, because I screwed up in the middle of it. Everybody likes the Onision tax song. I don't know why. Let's play it.
Oh, Wings of Redemption announced today that there are in fact 3 genders: male, female, and helicopter.
That's fantastic. He's talking about racism this morning and stuff, and racism. Yeah, it was weird. All right.
He also bent over and touched the floor.
Right.
I think Wings of Redemption needs to become a political YouTuber.
That's a great idea. He should start a podcast with you. That'd be great.
Oh my god.
Hold on a second. Here we go. Oh, it makes me want to sing though.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff totally didn't know this was coming. Yeah, I feel great. I like listening to candy asses cry.
With those lights, it shows you how good you look. Well,
I look like shit. I look really like shit that day. That was the first day I got the lights. Shows how many wrinkles I have now.
High def.
But that's not going to stop me from singing. Nope. I'm feeling good. And I want to sing. Greg, you're responsible for your taxes, not TurboTax.com. Greg, you're responsible for your taxes. Now you're gonna lose your house. Greg, you're responsible for your taxes, not TurboTax.com. You should have done what I had done and married an accountant. Now you're gonna lose your house. Greg, you gotta take care of your own taxes. TurboTax.com can only take the information you give them, not the stuff you neglected to write down. Wait a minute. Neglected to write down. That's a good point. So what did he apologize for? He didn't. He made
everything deductibles. Is that what you said?
He said he pleaded and said how he's grateful for his Patreons. That's what I got from the Onision.
I bet he is.
The Repsion video.
Big check sheet.
If only what Zaptai was, he would have done better.
Yeah.
So the new lyrics would Greg, your Patreons paid your taxes.
Kinda. He had
Greg, your Patreon paid your taxes.
He had to sell his mansion.
Oh, his mansion.
Oh, poor him.
Yeah, big deal.
He should have burned it down looking for money.
Little Italian lightning. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that. Italians never. Yeah, you never get. You say what you want. I want to do a show about that. All the things you can say rotten things. All the people you're still allowed to say rotten shit about. Allowed to say rotten shit. White people in general.
Exactly.
But I would actually put Jews, and not just from the right, from the left too. Like I would actually put Jews in the list because you couldn't say bad shit about Jews. Now you can only it depends because everybody uses Jews to win arguments. Yeah.
Tommy, you're a vanilla skin honky, and nobody will ever demonetize me for saying that.
And that's the truth.
No, that's the truth. Those social justice cucks thinks everybody should give their money to the government. How do you think the IRS gets deadbeats like you to begin with? Daddy 05's gonna watch your kids when you are in jail after you lose that big house. I actually wrote this down. Greg, you're responsible for your taxes. I salute you. Everybody sing along. Greg, you're responsible for your taxes, not tax. I forgot what I wrote. For your taxes. Now you're gonna lose your house. One of the two, maybe both. Greg, you're responsible for your taxes. I haven't watched it since. Not TurboTax.com. You should have did what I did and married an accountant. But now you're gonna lose you're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose your house. Leon Lushay got shit on me. Fuck you, Greg Onision. Enjoy it. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I'm out.
If they ever make an Onision Christmas special, bro, you're in.
Yeah.
Somebody said diss track of the year because that was during the diss track day. It says September 8th, 2017.
According to Speedy Bird, he got a strike on his channel for the Shane Dawson documentary for bullying /
I tried to watch like 5 minutes of it. It didn't even make
Like
any
deleted
sense.
it.
Oh, really?
Well, now it makes sense. It's
See,
gone.
I
Since he got a
I'm
strike.
not I mean, bullying, harassment. Yeah, I don't know. That's such a. Ugh.
He's been trying to push the narrative that Shane Dawson's a pedophile for the longest time.
Yeah,
Well, that's
it's
kind
like,
of bullying and harassment. You can't really just be like, "Yo, you're a pedophile."
Yeah,
you
that's the
piece of
truth.
shit.
That's more like
I don't have anything
slander.
to back it up. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I was describing Keemstar.
No, it's, yeah, I was gonna say, it's only okay if you pay somebody $5,000.
Yeah, that's the funniest part about all this because Lion Maker's back. You saw that? If if Keemstar tweeted it out, that means this is the first time he's tweeted out that a pedophile got out of jail and he was right.
I mean, Onision was friends with Shane.
Yes, he was. He was also friends with Sear. That didn't go well either. Maybe Onision and Keem should go bowling.
Yeah.
Seem to have the same friend problem. I don't have that problem. Well, maybe a little bit, but you know.
He didn't seem to have that friend problem when he milked Leafy's here for an entire year.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I don't feel bad about Willie. That's why I can sort of forgive Leafy because it's like, I remember what he said to me. He goes, it's Game of Thrones and I let down my guard, you know? So that just told me, well, were you going to fuck them over eventually? And they just beat you to it? I mean, you know? Like, yeah. It's weird. All right, Obama.
Bye.
Back to your conspiracy theories. Have a good day. Let's take a new.
Oh, damn it. He left his tinfoil.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Matt. How are you?
Doing good, Tommy. How are you doing?
Great. How are you? How can I help you?
I want to say, first off, thank you for your military service, sir.
Well, you're welcome. All I did was bang German broads. All I did was bang
The
German
only
broads.
military person I know of in my family was my grandfather on my mom's side who served in World War II.
He's a bigger badass than me.
Yeah, he served on the European front.
He's a bad.
He got demoted so often.
My grandfather got lost all his rank because he stole a horse in Saudi Arabia. So,
but he never talked about
I have
his
my
military
grandfather.
history.
I still have my grandfather's medals. You know that? I got every one except the good conduct medal.
Well,
Yeah.
we used to have our grandfather's medals until his house burned down.
That sucks. What's on your mind? What's on your mind, sir? What's on your mind, sir? What did you want to talk
just that Keemstar needs to keep his opinion to himself.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well,
He needs to have a
his
better one.
opinion on these sorts of things, mostly.
I think he should just be stop being a backstabbing cunt. That's all I'm saying. And I like other people to kind of like and it's starting to happen. Every time he puts out a tweet throwing somebody under the bus, people are like, again? It's starting to happen. Go look at those threads. They're not exactly complimentary.
It's a lot like school shootings. You see school shootings happen. The first couple, you're like, oh my God, that's terrible. After the 50th one, you go, oh, is another school shooting? Really? This is Keemstar. Oh, can you believe he backstabbed that guy? Oh, wow, that's really crazy. Now, at this point, it's just, I don't know, par for the course.
Yes. Or and here's how to deal with it, my fellow creators.
I'm sorry, Keem. I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one. Thing is, you say Alex only sucks off people that are bigger than him. He sucks me off dry regularly.
Am I doing a good job?
No, you get that down there, mate.
Am I good, Duke? I love it. Am I good doing a good job?
Amazing.
You know, and that's another thing. Fucking Alex is part of the LGBTQ community, and he can make fun of himself. You can't.
Yeah.
You know? Alex is bi. You can't. You can't goof on yourself. Nobody can goof on themselves. Everybody come in here and call me fat and stupid, a big boomer. I deal with it. You know? Yeah, no, I can do it. It's okay. Anything else, Matt? Anything else, Matt? Because I'm going to get to those other two callers.
No, that's pretty much it. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you.
Have a good
Thanks for being
day.
a fan. Do appreciate it. I think people are starting to catch on a little bit, thankfully. Can't run the gym, He's laying low, real low.
Oh, Jim's back.
Not on YouTube. He's gonna make videos.
No, he was. He was.
He did do YouTube. He didn't do streaming.
I was wrong. I thought it was all streaming. He came back on YouTube, made $100 before he said a fucking word. And then had his little stream, left after about an hour and a half, started up on Stream Me, and yeah, that was it.
Also, he probably pushed everybody over there. Nah, it's a smart move. No, I'm not going to criticize him for that. I'd probably do the same thing. Ulysses, 859.
Hi, Tommy. Quick question. Do you think Keem is losing his power on YouTube more like...
among the commentary community, he's definitely lost some power. As far as power overall, probably not. But in commentary, he does not have this way. People aren't as afraid of him as they used to be. You know, the intimidate because he's getting old. He's going to the well too often. You know.
Do you think like his shout outs is now as worth as much say a few years ago?
No, they are. He's got 5 million subs now.
No, he's probably worth more. You know, that wise like that. Yeah, I mean, but I think I guess for lack of a better too, the 2016 fans, you know, the hardcores, you know, they're losing it. They're probably losing it. Yeah. It just feels like he's hanging on. Wow. I mean, he's essentially emotionally fucking 20, fucking 15, whatever it is. Well, and I suppose that's good when you're manipulating 20 and 13-year-olds. You know,
you stay on their level.
Yeah. So that's it. I'll take a few more calls. I see you guys bouncing in and out. Like I'm not going to pick you up. Oh.
All right. Thank you for answering my question, Tommy.
No problem. Anytime, buddy. Take care. I saw what's his name in there. General Crawl. I know it's tough to wait, but you just gotta write it out. Anything else in this? Oh, I got an announcement. Christmas party this weekend. Probably gonna be 12 p.m. Eastern Standard. Saturday. That's right. It's gonna be good shit.
It'll be fun.
Good stuff.
We could talk about anything for views response to Keemstar about the Imallexx thing.
What's that? What happened?
Keem tweeted whenever the original thing. Imallexx got 1 million subs from sucking off everyone bigger than him. He's the biggest leech in the... And Chad says, you got millions of subs from reporting Jake Paul and Logan Paul drama. Everyone has their ways. Whether you respect how someone gets subs on YouTube or you don't like their content, you've got to respect the...
No kidding. That's my opposite. Exactly. Everybody knows like what a huge accomplishment that is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows, and everybody's proud. You know.
You know, if you asked me who said that, I would have never guessed Chad.
Yeah.
No, I think Chad's away from him now.
Well, Chad just did that podcast with Pyro.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad either.
Where's the Baited podcast? I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Well, no, he has nobody's pissed him off that bad where he's going to have to make a bait. Baited is now used to like, you know, like a sort of a final blow. You know?
It's like the Death Star.
Yeah. They use it on Chubbs. You know, whatever. You're not friends with Chubbs anymore. Dude, you were rotten to fucking Chubbs. At first it was all right. Then it was just trying to bury him. And the only reason Chubbs doesn't have 1 million subs is because he stopped working. He knows that. Fucking shit.
Oh my god. You got to see what fucking Sky just made.
Sky who?
Oh, man.
Williams?
Sky from the team, yeah. No, fucking vodka.
Huh?
Inquire, Sky.
Might somebody send me a link or what?
I think he sent it.
I figured he would have sent it to you. All right, I'll send it.
Yeah, I just got it, so he must be sending it to you now.
Oh, that Sky. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
It's the new SFTP Inquire.
Oh, the SFTP Inquire is just about to come out. You guys want to see an early copy? Here it is. This is the second time he's put it. Keemstar sucks more dick than the litigate CBE bitch. I'll put that. I'll put that on. Go sub. Shot from the Point News. What's the fucking tag at SFTP News? We'll put that on there. You can read the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna link it in the chat.
Oh boy. It's good. People are fucking. People are figuring this shit out.
Alyssa Violet confirms he could suck my golf balls, but his popcorn tip wasn't a.
This guy's nuts. That's our Sky. It was our Sky. There's too many Skies. That's the problem.
This
I
sucking
only know
and
two
jerking.
guys, Williams and him.
And then Scott is Minecraft. Well, Adam.
Net nobody.
Net nobody. He calls his fans the nobodies. That's
He's
kind
the
of
artist. He's the artist formerly known as Sky Does Minecraft.
Is that what yeah, he's doing something now. Michael Phobia, you on the air?
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Do you really think? Good. Do you really think Keem can help himself?
No.
No. Because I don't know if he was always like this with his like old content, just like trolling around. But like ever since he started Drama Lord, he might have developed this.
No, I think
sort of
day one. He's psycho. He's born with it. You know, it can help you. It can help you in life. It's not the worst thing in the world. The worst thing for him would happen was, I read this thing when in the rare case when sociopaths become self-aware, they actually get worse because they realize they have a problem and then they look at the problem and they say, they have superpowers. Like, oh my God, I'm a superhuman. I can't feel anything. This is great. This is great. I read this. I read that in this book called Malignant Self-Love. By what's that guy's name? I never remember his name. You know it, Javago. He used to do a lot of videos on YouTube. The guy who was a professional psychopath. What the hell was his name? Dr. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
I can't think of it.
Something Israeli guy. He's an interesting guy himself. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
actually,
this is killing me. I can't think of it.
BBC thing called Jordan Peterson. Somebody wrote. No, it's not. No, it's not Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson going to make his own Patreon, along with Sam Harris. Big clap. Probably should be talking about that a little bit. You know,
Dr. Disrespect.
This Patreon thing's starting to get big. People are fucking standing up to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Dankula put out something today. Can't play it, but even with the censored part, it's just like, we do not allow porn on our website. And he just goes through all the fucking porn on Patreon. And all these fucking e-girls that are on there. By the way, no problem with it. No big deal to me. I have friends that are into porn. You know, I'm my fucking problem. It's his. You know.
Did you do an episode on the Patreon problem? Because I just kind of got back to college.
I kind of did. I did it on the news channel. I did something on it, but it is growing. I try to stay with the stupid stuff because that gets complicated and highly political. But it's having an impact. And then people were going to Subscribestar, and then PayPal got involved. If there's ever a fucking clearer case that PayPal needs to be split up 4 fucking ways, and if those guys decide to collude, they need to get butt-fucked in prison. Now, the biggest things that need to be broken up, possibly Google as a whole, but I don't know because they're not a monopoly in every
Google's opening up in New York now?
Oh, are they?
Like not far from
they are?
Yeah.
AdSense needs to be broken up, and PayPal needs to be broken up.
It's kind of reminds me of the sort of like Industrial Revolution, like Andrew Carnegie, Rockefeller, those guys.
When it gets to the point, my dad was talking to me today, when it gets to the point when nobody can compete with them feasibly, then it's time to break them up. You know, and that's not a conservative or a liberal thing. It's time to break them up. That's what they did back then when it was like, you know, like American Steel and coal and stuff like that.
Like
They had to break them up. Yeah.
Since Trump's like a very social media.
No, it was before FDR, shithead. FDR created a culture of fucking handouts.
You think Trump's gonna be like the Teddy Roosevelt to break them all up?
No, no. I don't know. See, for conservatives don't like to do it because the left would do it with every company because the left wants to run fucking industry, which is a disaster every time because the government can't run industry. Look at Venezuela and other places that have tried it. So the conservatives or people on the right are little. They're not as quick to do it. But I think nobody on either side agrees that our monopolies are healthy for the economy. They tend to be more efficient, but they're not healthy.
Yeah.
They're not healthy for a good economy. And now, you know, instead of, you know, and they can work around the First Amendment. It's like, I have First Amendment rights, but I can't practice them because the companies aren't with me politically. That's a problem. You have the First Amendment, but you don't. That's a problem. So if you split them up, one of those 4 companies, or how many ways they split up, might say, all right, you're not going to take Sargon of Akkad, but we will. And that ends this shit. They're a service. If you can make people make a fucking gay cake or whatever the hell is, I heard stories of people on Patreon, it's Christian artists, and they're telling them to make homosexual art. You can make them do that. I'm sorry. You can make these guys serve. And the downside of it is the Nazis get the money too. And that's why you do that. That's why you don't get rid of Alex Jones. I think you have to tolerate them. Because once you get away with it, everybody's Alex Jones. Everybody's a Nazi. Everybody's Ralph.
Yeah.
I was way ready. My issue, I didn't even have that many issues with Ralph. I'm just kind of familiar what goes on in his fucking server.
Always first. Yeah, I don't have many issues with Ralph. I just don't like doxing servers.
Yeah. That's really it.
But it's funny how they project that on the other people, right?
Yeah.
So that it might be time to break these social media companies up. And not in a way that the left would like to do it. Literally just break them up, put CEOs in charge of each one of them, and let them go out and compete. If they decide to collude, put them in jail. Because that's the other thing they try. Well, we'll just collude. No, we're going to prison. We're going to put your fucking white, prissy ass in prison and not in fucking some happy-go-lucky penitentiary. Fuck you in the ass hard, bleed out your mouth, prison time. Sounds like a fucking dream vacation for Tobes.
Yeah.
All right, I think we did enough.
All right.
Comrade Tommy. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's just on this particular situation. Look, I mean, nobody on the right thinks that a monopoly is healthy. Nobody does. It's just like breaking off Microsoft in 1995, which, by the way, all the idiots on the left wanted to do. Didn't work out. Thankfully, wasn't time. They wanted to hone in on that because Gates is cashing in. But this might be the time, especially we have these corporations making decisions on politics. We have the head of Apple saying we make moral decisions. Your only job is to make money for your employees so they can better their life. It's not up to Apple to go out there and spread a political agenda of any kind. Not even mine. Make money. Sell stuff. Your service, serve. Yeah, Google's a nightmare. Google is evil. Google is evil.
Google is evil.
I was thinking, Google is evil. Somebody's saying to me, Jones is going to, and he did look like a jackass, I'll admit. Oh, he made a real jackass of himself going, Google is evil. Nobody said that when that fucking woman was screaming bloody murder during the Kavanaugh hearings. She was a hero. But Alex Jones?
I did. I actually said she was a piece of shit.
Oh, okay. All right. I want to play video games.
Free my brother Kavanaugh.
I liked beer.
Poor Kavanaugh. What's that horrible fraternity with all you drunkards are in? What's that called?
Delta Kappa Epsilon.
And that was fucking.
Phi Yale.
And didn't one of your chapters get in trouble for saying yes means no and no no means yes?
Yep, that was Phi Yale. That was his chapter.
No means yes and yes means anal.
No means yes and yes means
but they went by
anal.
the girls. They went by the girls' barracks and started screaming that shit.
The barracks, yes, the barracks of college campuses. There are always barracks.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I grew up in I was in a different fraternity. It's called the U.S.
I
Army,
watched
son.
Fucking Shank from the Young Turks, or whatever the fuck his name, Shank.
He
was sitting there laughing and he goes, that's really funny if it didn't allude to rape.
That's why it is funny. Stupid ass. You know what it is? Shank is actually a dude, bro. And he has to hide it because he's also bought into this liberal wackiness, this left-wing wackiness.
Yeah.
He has to hide who he is. Which I bet Shank's probably kind of fun. He's probably a good guy. Seems like a regular American Joe. But he's bought into this religion and it's made him lame. Like he came up, and he's around my age. Like he came up and being liberal is cool. Now it's just you're a fucking dork. You're a fucking jerk off that likes to tell everybody what to do, and you're not invited to parties.
At the end of his career, he'll at least be known for that one video of him reacting to every state coming in for the fucking What's it called?
Chubbs.
That's what the Chubbs call it.
I liked it when he rimmed me, to be honest. Yeah, Chubbs really hates fucking Alex.
Clarity.
And they had their problems. We all do. It's normal. You know, friends go through shit. And I like when friends go through shit and don't destroy each other's YouTube career. Because that's what normal people do. They get over shit. They say they're sorry. They move on. Not Keemstar. Not him.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead the Migos to you like I'm shit.
Go to the arcade, bitches.
I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe.
Here's a headlock. Real talk. Metaphor. Side. Coming out.